So in this video, I'm going to talk about Kindle Spy version 5. This is the new version of Kindle Spy. I'm going to explain what exactly is Kindle Spy, why you should get it, and also I'm going to explain how you can use this application so you can more quickly grow your Kindle publishing business. So let's get started. Hi there, this is Journal Alexo, and today is going to be a good day because I'm going to talk about Kindle Spy version 5. I'm going to explain what is this, why you should get it, and also I'm going to explain how you can use this application so you can quickly find profitable keywords for your books. Anyway, if you still haven't liked this video, you should do it because this is going to be a very professional and detailed tutorial about Kindle Spy. And also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can receive my weekly video updates where I share with you plenty of tips related to Kindle publishing and several ways for you to make money online. So let's get rolling with this video. Okay, what is Kindle Spy? Okay, Kindle Spy is an application that you can install on your web browser. You can see at the moment I have Kindle Spy installed over here. You can see this small icon appearing. And the basic idea, of course I'm going to explain this more in detail along this video, but the basic idea of Kindle Spy is it allows you to very quickly analyze a keyword and see whether or not if it's profitable and it's a keyword where you should publish books. Because using the traditional way, which is basically opening several tabs so you can see the paid in Kindle store ranking for those books, it is something that is very time consuming, and after doing this process a couple of times, you just get pissed off. And that's basically what happened to me. I just was tired of opening all of these tabs and seeing the paid in Kindle store and seeing if the rankings for those books were below the 100,000 in paid in Kindle store. Eventually I just decided to get this software because it makes the whole process a lot quicker, and the more quickly you can do this process, the more quickly you can get to those really good keywords where you can publish your books. Anyway, if you want to get this software, you can go to their front page. I'm going to leave a link right below in the description from this video so you can easily access this website and get this software. You also have a 60-day money back guarantee, which is pretty good. Anyway, I have a special bonus pack if you actually decide to get this software from me. You just need to send an email to jordan@jordanalexo.com. Don't worry, I'm going to leave my email address right below in the description from this video. Just send me an email saying that you got this software from me, and I will send the bonus pack, which includes several templates that you can use for the description of your book so you can better sell them inside of Amazon. Also templates for your author page or pen name pages, whatever you want to call them, and a lot more inside of this bonus pack that you will get from me. So this is a special extra that you get by getting this software from my link. Anyway, let's talk more in detail about Kindle Spy. So this is their front page. You can see that it's compatible on Windows, Macs, and also for these two web browsers, which is Chrome and Firefox. At the moment, I'm using this in Chrome, and I actually don't like Firefox. I think it kind of sucks. Anyway, this is Chrome, and this is how it looks in Chrome. So you have this small icon. Okay, the basic idea when you are doing keyword research is you go to the search box and you select the Kindle store section over here, and you type in keywords, titles, search terms, whatever you want to call them. You insert over here keywords and see whether or not they are profitable. These are things that people are searching inside of Amazon. For example, if I wanted to purchase a yoga book for beginners, because let's say that I'm interested in learning this and I'm a beginner, I have no clue about what a yoga is all about, I would go over here and type in yoga for beginners. So This is the keyword search term that I would insert so I would be able to find books related to this content. And as a publisher, this is what you do. You analyze these keywords and see whether or not if the first 6 results appearing in this listing are below the 100,000 paid in Kindle Store. If they are, then if you publish a book under that keyword and you are able to rank your book in the first 6 results for that keyword, then there's a good possibility that you will do money with your book. But the way that you go about doing this, the most traditional way is simply by, actually this is a sponsored book, so this is not part of the deal, but you want to go over here and open the first 6 books in different tabs. And actually I did this wrong over here, but I'm going, so this is the 100, where I was, I think it was here, and you open the first 6 tabs, and you go to each book. Actually, this is you can see this is actually well optimized for yoga for beginners, and you scroll down and see this ranking over here and see if it's below the 100,000 paid in Kindle Store. Okay, you can see that this one is above that. It's not too much. It's not too much. It's not a huge deal over here. You go, once again, this is Kindle. You go right below to this one. You can see this one is actually below 100,000. This is actually selling quite well on a daily basis. This is selling quite well. The other book, Yoga for Beginners, also optimized for the keyword. This is way above the 100,000 paid in Kindle Store. You can also see the cover is nothing special, so probably that is something that is not helping much this book sell inside of Amazon. I don't know, this cover is not that good compared to other ones. Let's see this one. So this is not that good, but you never know. It might be actually from I'm getting a bit out of the topic of this video, but when I start analyzing keywords, I like to go more in detail. It's just a habit of doing this. And this one is also above 100,000. The other one also above. This is actually below. This is actually below, but you can see that it's probably from a famous author because of the number of reviews. I mean, a publisher typically doesn't get so many reviews for their books. It's really hard for you to get this number of reviews. Okay, so this is very probably from a famous author inside of this niche of yoga. So by this I mean that this author is getting probably traffic outside of Amazon from his or her website, yoga YouTube channel, or wherever this person is getting traffic from, and that is the reason why this book is selling better. And you can see that this is just way above 100,000. So you can get quickly the idea that this is not a profitable keyword. I wouldn't publish a book under this keyword. And this is the traditional way of you doing this. It's just opening several tabs. And yes, I mean, initially this might seem something that it's not that hard for you to do this. You can accept this. But after doing this like 100 times, 200 times, 300 times, it just gets so damn monotonous. I got to a point where I just decided I can't do this crap anymore. Besides the time that it consumes, because this is very time consuming when you need to do this for multiple keywords. Because when you want to search for really profitable keywords, you don't need to analyze just one keyword, 2 keywords, 10 keywords. Sometimes you really need to dig a lot. You need to do 100 keywords, 200 keywords, just so you can get to a couple of keywords that are really worthy where you should publish your books. And when you do that, this process, those times, it just gets so monotonous. And I got to a point where I just decided, well, screw it, I'm just going to get Kindle Spy because I just can't handle this anymore. And besides that, it's just very, very time consuming, this whole process. The other thing that you can also do is install an application called DS Amazon, and it allows you to get the paid-in Kindle store information over here. But once again, you need to scroll down so you can see all of this information, and you don't get so much detailed information as you will get with Kindle Spy. With Kindle Spy, it's basically just a click of a button, and there you go. You just get all of this information displayed on a single window very quickly. One of the main differences from this version 5 from other ones is simply that their application is just working far better and more quickly. As you can see, I just got all of this information just in a click of a button. It's really, really fast. And as you can imagine, when you are doing this and you're analyzing a lot of keywords, 100, 200 keywords, as you can see, if you did the traditional way, opening tabs or even scrolling down, it's a lot more time consuming. When you can just do this by clicking one button, you get all of this information. You can very quickly analyze this information for this keyword and just pass to the next keyword and do this whole process a lot faster and a lot faster or more quickly get to those keywords that are really profitable and where you can publish your books. So using Kindle Spy, what allows you to see is all of the 20 first results. Of course, you can also pull more results by clicking on this link over here. Sometimes it's worthy when you find a really profitable keyword where you have a listing of results with all of the books under 50,000 paid in Kindle store, and you find a keyword with all of the first 20 results, but they are kind of competitive, and you're not sure if you are able to rank your book in the front page of results. You may want to click on this link right below so you can get even further results and see if the second page of results is profitable. And this gives you a good idea if you don't land your book in the front page of results, but it lands on the second page of results, then there's still a good possibility of you actually doing money. But you can see over here the sales rank or the paid in Kindle store rank is very consistent. I simply wouldn't publish a book over here because it just doesn't seem very good. Besides that, you can see whether or not if these books are optimized for the keyword. You can see it's not exactly optimized. Some of these books are optimized. You can see that. By this I mean that the title includes the main keyword that you inserted over here on the search box. You can see the first book appearing is actually optimized. The title includes yoga for beginners, and sometimes based on this information you can see if you can better optimize your book and overcome your competition. So the main idea is to see if the basic idea is to see if the first 6 results, which are these ones, are below the 100,000 paid in Kindle store. If they are, then if you are able to rank your book on the first 6 results, then very probably you will do money with your book. But in this case, you can see that that is not the case. Actually, these books are way above, most of them are way above the 100 paid in Kindle store, and I wouldn't publish a book over here. Once you analyze this information, of course you want to analyze other information. Let's actually check another keyword and see if it's profitable or not. Let's try Jesus, when I'm doing a video I always have a hard time getting ideas for this. Okay, let's try paleo. I know this is it's a profitable keyword. And once again, I don't recommend for you to publish a book under paleo because even though this is a profitable keyword, it is very, very competitive. Okay, this is just blow-minding, whatever you want to call competitiveness. Okay, so let's click over here. Once again, just in a snap of finger, you get all of this information. It's so good, man. Basically, I mean, I used to, even though the other version that they had was pretty good, but I find that Kindle Spy 5 is just so darn good because their application is just working so fast nowadays. As you can see, this is I'm just recording this in real time, and I'm not editing my video, and you can see that this is working just crystal clear very quickly, and you get all of this information. You can see that this results over here are below the 100 paid in Kindle Store, but you can also go to the second page of results. Normally the second page of results, nobody goes there, but in some cases it's actually worth checking it out. But in this case, you can see that it doesn't look that profitable. But the first results, and actually the first paging is very profitable. But the thing that I've said before is paleo is a very competitive keyword. You can easily see that just by the number of reviews over here. It's just crazy. And it is, I'm not saying that if you published a book over here, you wouldn't be able to rank in the front page of results, but I'm pretty certain that it would be very, very hard for you to maintain your book in the front page of results for long, because this number of reviews is just crazy. These are most likely, it's certainly famous authors inside of this niche that have published books over here. So a publisher simply can't compete against them. The way that I usually use Kindle Spy is, actually I have several pages open over here, and what I like to do is I have several tabs with inside of Amazon. I put over here, let's say, paleo for beginners. I click this button, I go on, I have like another keyword over here, let's say paleo cookbook. I click this button and I have like 3 or 4 page tabs open, and I just click my Kindle Spy button and I immediately get this information for all of those 3 or 4 tabs with the listings of keywords that I've added over there. And this allows me to very quickly analyze multiple keywords basically at once, and it allows me, because the way that I think is the faster I can do this process of analyzing keywords, the faster I can get to ones that are actually profitable. As I said before, the traditional way even of just scrolling down is time consuming, and it takes a longer time for you to get to those keywords that are really good inside of the niche that you're analyzing. Anyway, of course, there are other things that you can do with Kindle Spy besides just analyzing keywords. This is one of the main reasons why I use Kindle Spy, but you have other options over here. You can see, for example, the pricing. This is also something that you should pay attention, because if you see like a listing with the pricings that are above the $2.99, then it's possibly that the books published over there are from authors, because if you're a publisher, it is kind of hard for you to have a pricing for a book that is beyond $2.99. I'm not saying that it's impossible. Of course, you can increase the pricing a bit, but that is also something that you should check. You can see that, you can easily see, for example, the books that probably are from publishers, even though the paid in Kindle Store isn't that good. This is most likely from a publisher. I can easily see that just by checking this information. I can see the number of pages. It's not a huge book, so mostly it's from a publisher. You can see the pricing is $3.68. You can see the estimated monthly. This is basically the estimated monthly amount of money that this book is doing. I don't pay much attention to that. You can also see the number of reviews, 43 and so on. It is mostly from probably a book from a publisher, and you can click over here. The cover is not that good. I don't know. What I don't like about this cover, it's something that when it comes to publishing books, the cover is one of the most important parts of your book. You really need to have a good cover if you want to sell well. You're not an author, and when it comes to an author, you can't compare it to an author. I mean, an author can escape with a crappy looking cover because he already has an audience of people following them. Now, a publisher relies mostly on the traffic that he gets or she gets from Amazon to sell his or her books. So you need to really have good covers. The reason why I don't like this cover is simply all of the title and everything is just all, it seems everything is just all together, too much compact. It's hard for you to read the title. It just doesn't look that good. Okay, it's way too much happening over here. Okay, way too much. It's way too compact, as you can see, and it's even hard for you to kind of read what it says below. Okay, this is not a good cover. It's way too confusing. And that is certainly one of the reasons why this book is not selling that well, beyond the probably description doesn't seem that bad, but I would need to read it. So this is the kind of information that you want to check. Actually, I don't want to go here. The other thing that you can use is keyword analysis. You can see this information. It allows you to see. It allows you to more easily see if the books are well optimized for keywords, the ratings, the reviews. It gives you red if it has too much reviews, and it's something that it's hard for you to actually compete for, because I mean, if you are a publisher, you probably can get like 60 reviews. More than that, it starts really getting very hard for you to get, and it allows you to more easily see they are optimizing all of this information. Also, the number of pages, because I mean, if you see a listing with books with very lengthy books, then it's also something that it's kind of hard for you to compete with a book, because I mean, you probably aren't going to get a book with 300 pages, because that would be very, very expensive. So this is something that you also need to analyze. And with this tool, it allows you to very easily see this. Word cloud allows you to see the most often words that are appearing inside of the titles and subtitles of each book. This allows you to, sometimes you can get ideas for other keywords by using this word cloud over here. Let's see, for example, paleo recipes would be also a good keyword. Paleo lifestyle. Just by checking this cloud, I can immediately get some ideas. By combining two words together, I can get some ideas of keywords. Ketogenic would probably be another keyword that I could check. Just by checking this this cloud, you can see that I immediately got about 3 or 4 different ideas over here. Let's check again. Paleo recipes. Actually, let's try paleo recipes. If you wanted to do a cookbook book, this probably would be a good idea over here. I probably wrote something wrong over here. Oh, yeah. I actually misspelled this. Cookbook. Okay. I was just checking and 3 results, something was just wrong over there. So I actually misspelled that, and that was the reason. You can see that this is a profitable keyword. There's no doubt about that. But one of the problems about paleo is the whole niche, because paleo is a niche. It has so many keywords inside of paleo, but you can see that one of the problems of paleo is it's just so darn competitive. I mean, it is very profitable, but it's so competitive. You can see just by the number of reviews that you get over here, it's so competitive. It is very, very hard for you to rank your books over here. And once again, as I said, the pricing, you can easily see that this is most likely all books from famous authors, because as a publisher, you typically can't get away with this kind of pricings for your Kindle version. When it comes to your paperback, that is a different story. But when it comes to the Kindle version, it is very hard for you to actually sell books at this pricing. And also the number of pages is just crazy. So it's not something that I recommend for you to actually get over here, for you to enter in this niche. This is another one, but you can tell once again by the number of results, it's has a lot of results. Also very, very, very profitable, this keyword. This is a great keyword. But it's so competitive, and I wouldn't publish a book over here. But we can actually go and once again go over here, check other things. Let's say paleo cooker, instant cooker, paleo diet, paleo meals could be also another idea over here. So you could grab like a notepad and once again just go to that. Actually, I click over here. Just grab that word cloud and you grab a notepad, blank notepad, and just write all of the different keywords that you get from that word cloud, and then you go out there and just analyze their profitability and also competitiveness and see if it's something that you would like to publish a book under. Actually, this one it seems a bit less competitive. As you can see, paleo meals, it is a bit less competitive. You can easily see that. And it is actually a profitable keyword. The first 6 results are pretty good, but even along the listing, you can see that there are multiple results that are below, way below the 100,000 paid in Kindle store. This seems like a good keyword, and what I want to do is see if there are other publishers over here. There's a possibility that this one is a publisher over here by the pricing. I'm not certain. And also, it doesn't have a huge number of reviews. So this is actually a keyword that I'm not saying that you would probably get to the first 6 results, but there's a possibility if you're getting there. But yeah, there's a possibility if you do a good book of actually having your book in the front page of results for paleo meals and doing some money with this keyword. Even though there are some books over here that are pretty crazy, but probably the reason why they aren't ranking in the first results has to do with their optimization. You can see, for example, this is paleo meals. This is the main keyword over here. But you can see, for example, some of these books simply aren't related to paleo meals. This one is related to keto meal prep, which doesn't have anything to do with paleo meals. So a lot of these books aren't well optimized for this keyword. This seems like a good keyword, actually. A decent keyword. So yeah, this is how you can use this software. There are other things that you can do, like rank tracking. Allows you to track more information about the keywords and so on. The other thing that you can also do is click over here and this is actually a bad day. It's just motorcycles passing all day long. This is crazy today. A lot of motorcycles passing. Christ. I live in a busy street and there's a lot of motorcycles constantly passing, doing a lot of noise. Anyway, another thing that you can do is get more information about each book over here and check more information over here. Actually, I was trying to do something over here, but yeah, this goes directly to the book. What I mostly do is just analyze this information. I sometimes like to use the word cloud has the way that I show to you. There are other options that I actually don't use much. Probably I should check them more in detail, but these are the 2 options that I use the most. Is the keyword results tool, which allows me to quickly analyze this information, and also the word cloud because it allows me to quickly get several keywords ideas that I can check and see whether or not if they are profitable. There are other things that you can also do, such as this one, which allows you to more easily see if a keyword is too competitive or not. You also sometimes On the other video, people actually asked about this information over here. This lights, it's not something that I pay much attention to. I mostly just check this information, and based on the knowledge that I have and based on the criteria that I have, I see whether or not if it's a good place for me to publish books or not based on this information. I don't pay much attention to this, but the main idea of using Kindle Spy is really how quickly you can get this information. As I showed to you, I opened several tabs with several different keywords, and then I click on that button, and then I go to all of those tabs and quickly see all of this information, and this allows me to quickly get to profitable keywords. So this is the way that I like to use Kindle Spy. There are other features that I actually don't use much. And that is all about Kindle Spy. If you want to get this software, once again, you have a link right below in the description from this video. Don't forget to send me the email, so I will send to you my special bonus to you. That is all for this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you still haven't done it, so you can receive my weekly video updates where I send to you a lot of videos related to Kindle publishing and several ways for you to make money online. That is all for now. Stay tuned with Jordan Alexo, and bye.